All right, y'all, grab your aprons and gather round, because today we're about to whip up a meal that's as comforting as a warm hug and as flavorful as a backyard barbecue. Whether you're cooking for your family, friends, or just treating yourself, this recipe is sure to bring everyone together in the kitchen. So, let's get started and make some memories along the way. Today, I'm showing you how to make slow cooker pepper steak that'll make your kitchen smell like Sunday supper at Grandma's. There's just something magical about letting a slow cooker do its thing, filling your home with those mouth-watering aromas while you go about your day. This is the kind of recipe that's perfect for busy folks who still want a hearty home-cooked meal at the end of the day. First things first, let's talk steak. I've got 2 pounds of beef sirloin strips, sliced thin so they'll get nice and tender. You want to use a good cut of beef here, something that'll soak up all those flavors and practically melt in your mouth after a few hours in the slow cooker. If you can't find sirloin, flank steak or even round steak will do just fine. Just make sure to slice it against the grain for the best texture. Next up, take 3 big old bell peppers. Go ahead, pick the colorful ones and slice them thick. I love using a mix of red, yellow, and green peppers for that beautiful pop of color and a little sweetness in every bite. Bell peppers not only add flavor, but they also make the dish look downright irresistible when it's all done. Don't forget 1 large onion sliced up, because nothing says comfort food like the smell of onions cooking low and slow. The onion will soften and almost disappear into the sauce, giving it a rich, savory base that ties everything together. And 3 garlic cloves, minced real fine. Garlic brings that extra punch of flavor, and when it cooks down with the steak and veggies, it makes the whole dish taste like it's been simmering for hours. Because, well, it has. Toss all that into your slow cooker. Don't be shy. Pile it high. The more, the merrier. This is a one-pot wonder, so you want all those flavors mingling together from the very start. Now, here's where the magic happens. The sauce. In a big glass, pour in 3/4 of a cup of hot beef broth. The broth is going to be the backbone of our sauce, giving it that deep, savory flavor that makes every bite so satisfying. Drop in 3 beef bouillon cubes, which will boost that meaty flavor even more. If you want to get fancy, you can use a little homemade stock, but bouillon cubes work just fine for that classic old-school taste. Then add a 1/4 cup soy sauce for that salty umami kick, 2 teaspoons Worcestershire for a little tang, 2 tablespoons honey to balance it all out with a touch of sweetness, and a teaspoon ground ginger for a subtle warmth that'll have folks asking for your secret ingredient. Half a teaspoon black pepper, freshly ground if you can, to give it just the right amount of bite, and half a teaspoon salt. Remember, you can always add more later, but you can't take it out, so start slow and taste as you go. For that good gravy, sprinkle in 2 tablespoons of cornstarch or flour. This is what's going to thicken up the sauce and make it cling to every piece of steak and pepper, turning it into a rich, velvety masterpiece. Give it a real good stir. Make sure those bouillon cubes dissolve and everything's blended up smooth. Take your time here, because a well-mixed sauce means every bite will be packed with flavor. If you want, you can even warm the mixture a bit to help everything dissolve faster. Pour that saucy goodness right over the steak and veggies in your slow cooker. Make sure to get every last drop in there. Don't leave any of that flavor behind. Pop the lid on, then set it to low for 6 hours. Or if you're in a hurry, high for 3. The beauty of this recipe is that you can set it and forget it. Let the slow cooker do all the heavy lifting while you go about your day. If you can, give it a stir halfway through just to spread all that flavor around. This helps make sure every piece of steak and pepper gets coated in that delicious sauce. And it's a good excuse to sneak a peek at how amazing it's starting to look and smell. When your house is smelling like heaven and the steaks fall apart tender, give it a final stir and spoon it onto a big platter. The colors, the aroma, the tender beef, it's a feast for the senses. You'll know it's ready when the steak practically falls apart with a fork and the peppers are soft, but still holding their shape. This is the kind of meal that's perfect over a pile of fluffy rice, some white egg noodles, or even quinoa if you're feeling adventurous. The sauce soaks right into whatever you serve it with, making every bite pure comfort. Or hey, even with mashed or baked potatoes on the side. Don't be afraid to get creative with your sides. This dish is versatile and goes with just about anything you love. That's it, partner. You just made a home-cooked meal that's sure to bring folks running to the table. There's nothing like sharing a meal you made from scratch, and this one's bound to become a family favorite. So go ahead, dig in, and watch those smiles appear around the table. If you enjoyed this recipe, throw me a thumbs up. It lets me know you want more recipes just like this one. And let me know how yours turned out down in the comments. Did you add your own twist? Maybe a little extra spice or a different veggie? I love hearing your stories and seeing your creations. Don't forget to hit subscribe for more down-home cooking you can trust. I've got plenty more recipes coming your way, from slow cooker classics to quick weeknight favorites, so you'll never run out of ideas for what to make next. Thanks for stopping by, and happy eating, y'all. Until next time, keep your slow cooker handy and your appetite ready. There's always something delicious just around the corner. God bless.